What is up, Gamer Army? Welcome back to Psycho Gamer. I'm your host, Aubrey, and today we are going to talk about some new countercades that actually have been unveiled on Amazon. Now, a lot of these companies have been leaking out new upcoming titles, such as the Tron and the Marvel vs. Capcom head-to-head cabinets, which Tron was also leaked onto the Amazon website just yesterday, which I was going to go over. However, it has been pulled off of their website. Came out with some extra information, but it was pretty much the same stuff that was on that other Canadian website. But we are going to talk about these 5 brand new countercades. There's not much info other than pictures, but we're going to still take a look at them. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe and turn on those post notifications, guys. We're going to talk about the 2-player Arcade1up countercades right after this. Stay tuned. All right, like I said, welcome back. I appreciate you guys coming and checking the video out. I would have done a video probably a couple days ago, but I hurt my back a little bit, so I haven't really been looking forward to sitting down and making a video. So I do apologize for that, guys. Normally I would do one individual video for each of these, but I think because there's not so much information on these things, I'm just going to do one video for all 5 of these cabinets. So we're going to switch over into my actual computer. And we're going to take a look at these 2-player countercades. So they haven't released much information for these other than the dimensions and some pictures. Now, the only downside I'm seeing about these is they haven't released any other information about what games are going to be on these. So as far as we know of, as far as I know of that I've been able to see, these are looking like they're going to be 1-game cabinets right now, or 1-game machines. Hopefully they add another 2 or 3 on there. I'm not really going to hold my breath, but it would be kind of cool to see more of these actually get released. So we're going to zoom in on these real quick so we can see these a little bit closer. You can tell they actually have all the true art for Marvel superheroes here by Capcom. It's going to have your typical sized, I think, 7.5-inch screen. We'll look at those dimensions here in just a few minutes, though. And it does have your typical 6-button layout for any of the fighting games that have been released since the beginning of ever, it seems. It's got your 8-way joystick, so not bad there. So kind of have to have that for these particular games. You got your player 1, player 2, you have your on-off, and you have your volume control. So next picture, pretty much showing the same thing, just at another 45-degree angle. Same picture. And there's your side art. You got Big Nasty Thanos over there. You got Magneto. You got Dr. Doom over there. Other side is exactly the same thing. And here's your straight down profile, so you can actually get a better look of the actual joystick and buttons. So a little bit better look at the actual Marvel superheroes up here at the top. I do not know if these are going to be backlit. It would be kind of cool if they are, but I won't necessarily hold my breath when it comes to these unless they say something as we go down the actual list down here. So you go down here, it just really talks about some of these other particular countercades that are available as opposed to what we're talking about here. Tabletop design, upgraded 8-inch color LCD screen, which 8 inches is pretty good for something in this case. Real fill arcade controls and buttons, original artwork, coinless operation, duh. Volume control, on-screen game selection menu, and plugs into an AC outlet. And then the other information they show, date first available, it shows the March 22nd. I think these are just really the generic ones for the countercades in general. I don't know if these are going to be the correct dimensions for these 2-player cabinets. So it shows currently unavailable. Why? Because you leaked it a little bit too early there, Amazon. Now, if any of us have really followed the actual official Arcade1up fan pages, like on Facebook, a little bit of this information was unveiled or leaked many, many months ago that they were toying with something that would be a 2-player countercade, but none of us really knew how it was really going to look. Well, now we have an idea of how this two-player is actually going to look as well. Next one, you got Mortal Kombat 2. Has less pictures, but that's okay. We can make do with it. You got your side profile of Raiden, your other side profile of Raiden, and you have your top-down look at your joystick and buttons. So pretty much the same layout as what you're looking at with the Marvel superheroes, other than just how they've actually laid out the controls. I do like that they actually went symmetric with these, so they have the exact same buttons on the left and on the right. So I think that was a good thing to have. I don't remember Mortal Kombat having a run button, but it's been a very long time since I played Mortal Kombat 2. So if there is a run button, I apologize. But let me know. Post down below if you guys remember a run button even being on Mortal Kombat. I thought it was really tap forward twice, and then that's what you get. You do have the MK2 logo, as well as the Mortal Kombat logos right here at the front. And then you also have the look of the actual marquee and where the actual screen is. Obviously, as far as we know, these are going to be your 8-inch screens, just like they said below. NBA Jam. So NBA Jam is still a very big and very hot title that you can find for Arcade1up. It's getting to be a little harder to find them now because I think they're going to start discontinuing them. We're not making them quite so readily available. But when you start looking at the art, it's still looking amazing right here. And here's your top down here. Now these buttons are just, I don't know, there's something about them. I guess they have it set where if you're looking one direction and the other direction, the buttons need to be kind of moved a little bit. Personally, I think they probably should have been in the exact same place on both sides. So player 1 and 2, you got your shoot, you got your pass, you got your turbo button, and you have your on-off and volume controls there. You do have your big NBA logo with what looks like a basketball design on the side there. Looks like you have a headphone jack right on the side there, unless I'm mistaken, but it looks like it could be a headphone jack. On this side, you actually have a USB port over on this side. So does that mean that they might be releasing something like upgradable rosters that wasn't available on the actual full 3/4 cabinet by Arcade1up? Maybe upload your own audio files. But I think some people are probably going to take this and utilize it to make name cabinets. Might have to replace some buttons, upgrade some buttons on these, but might actually have a better chance of doing that to this than you would on a larger cabinet and losing out on a whole lot more money. But still, the art looks true to how it's supposed to be, so I do like how these are looking. Next one is the Ninja Turtle one, Turtles in Time. We do know that they are coming out with the Turtles in Time one, but I don't think this is Turtles in Time because it looks just like the guy I've got right behind me here. So I don't see that being the Turtles in Time one. I see this being the regular Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle one because it's the exact same art style. Over here, you're going to have your 45-degree angle here. You have your side profile with the Ninja Turtles and the model for April O'Neil. Same with that side as well. I do like the older art of the Ninja Turtles as well. And then your basic 2-button layout. Got your jump and your attack. 1 player, 2 players. Don't know how they're going to do this. Most likely when you hit 1 player, you're going to be able to pick your turtle on the actual screen, which is fine. Unlike on the big 3/4 size one, you actually just hit 1, 2, 3, or player 1, 2, 3, or 4 for the turtle that you wanted to be. So it does have your really nice marquee. It does have all the art that you would have just like on the other cabinet. And then there's your straight ahead look with Nickelodeon on the front there. I'm not a big fan of seeing the Nickelodeon logo splattered all over it, but I guess they must own the rights to it now. So that's going to do it for that particular cabinet. Now we're going to come up on our last one, which is the Pong Countercade. Yes, you heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. Pong, Pong, Pong. So yes, we know they are releasing another variation of this particular Pong cabinet, but this one's looking like it's going to be a little bit more true to classic Pong. First, what is really going to be classic Pong, other than Pong itself. They had so many different variations of Pong that it wasn't even funny. Sears had their, I think it was the Telstar version of Pong. So, like I said, there were so many different variations of Pong. All the different companies were releasing them that it's hard to really say one version was better than the other. This is just going to be another one of many, many variations of Pong that you're able to get. So it does have the bright colors that you're going to find from the 70s. Looks like an old van that you would find from the 70s there with a shag carpet and some sort of stoner in the back seat. Yes. Not talking about you guys. The ones that know. This is basically top down and from the front angle there. So you can see you got your 1 player, your 2 player, on off, and volume control, even though there's not really much other than boop, 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 going back and forth when it comes to Pong. So looking like it's going to be pretty good. I do like the looks of this. I don't know what the specifications are going to be for this. We'll see if they have anything on that on here. You have 1 player side, then you have another 45-degree angle, and a better look at your 2 buttons over here as well. So it's looking like it's going to be pretty good. Let's scroll down and see what they say. Absolutely nothing. Gives you the same exact specifications that you're going to find for any of the other Countercades that you're going to be able to find. Obviously, this is not going to be the same as those other cabinets. So we're just going to have to keep our eyes open and see what other information they're going to leak out to us about these particular cabinets. So I don't know. They look like they're going to be great. I do like the looks of the Countercades. I liked the looks of them to begin with. They just look like smaller versions. Not super large screens, but big enough to where you actually can play and enjoy these particular games. I do hope that they release more than 1 game. But, you know, 1 game, I don't know if that's going to be worth what you're going to pay for these. Even though that's, if we think about back in the day when we were actually buying just the full-size arcade cabinets, 1 game, people were paying $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 for these particular games. We're complaining about a few $100s. Now, there are no prices for any of these, although I did see on the forums that it's looking like it might be about a $179 price point. Don't quote me on that, but that's kind of what it's looking like it might be, which, with the cost of things lately, unfortunately, that might be the actual prices we're looking at. Will they sell? Oh, they're going to sell. People will buy them to either play or to collect, or collect them as they're playing them. So, but that's going to do it for today, guys. I've gone on long enough for this particular video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys found this very informative. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I really, really, truly do appreciate you guys coming and watching the videos. I hope you guys like and subscribe. If not, at least come back and check the videos out. But showing that you like the videos and that you do want to see more of the videos by subscribing, it will help out with the YouTube algorithm and help me make more videos for you guys. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe either way, guys. And I will catch you guys next video. Until then, as always, guys, game on.